Good morning on a very crisp morning. It's beautiful. It was wonderful to come outside and see my breath and feel the cold air and the grass crunching. As you can see, I have Cricket on the stand. I have Dottie right here. I'm going to get her up next. We have begun kid sharing. Ours are almost 5 weeks old, and the reason I'm choosing to do it now is I've noticed that all the babies are eating grass and feed. They're drinking water out of their bucket. Mom is not really letting them stay on a long period of time to nurse. So what I did last night is I left the mamas out in the big field. I put the babies in the small kidding paddock, and we closed them in the stall at night so they're safe and warm. And then I let them out this morning so they could start nursing, so they were happy and mommies were happy. I don't expect to get much milk today. The important thing is to get the girls up on the newsstand in the routine. I'm only feeding them a little bit out in the field because I have does out in the field that aren't nursing right now. So they're not getting their full ration. So I'm putting them on the stand, just cleaning them, doing a little milking, letting them eat. I got some pellets, alfalfa pellets, that I was a little concerned about. Here, let me show you. So these are a fairly large pellet, but they're not incredibly hard. They break up easy. See, she's able to munch it. I'm thinking I will give it a try, and if they have any problem eating it, I am going to give that to the horses and I will get them a smaller pellet. They aren't having a problem eating it, and what I've noticed is it's slowing them down on the stand, so it gives me a little more time. First, it gives them time to settle in, and it gives me a little more time to clean them thoroughly, go ahead and milk them out. When I just do feed, they're through it that quick, and a half cup will go down them super fast. So they're getting their additional rations on the stand, so they get in the routine. I'm not caring right now about the amounts that I'm taking in, because they will still be nursing during the day, and then I will begin just milking them out in the morning. So I am going to get Cricket off, Dottie up, and then I'm going to go get Heidi and get her on the stand. On that side, huh, sweetie? Dottie only has one kid, while Cricket has two, and Dottie has quite a bit more milk on board, especially in this right quarter. Well, they don't have quarter, this right half. My biggest goal for today is getting the girls in a routine, allowing them to feel comfortable and settled in on the stand. Not really how much I'm going to get out of them. I had some people who thought the height of this stand, because it is 2 feet off the ground, would be an issue. So far, everybody walks up. The confusion is when we turn around and come down. So we're just taking our time. Treats are great with goats. All right, girl. Sorry to have you kind of talking to my back. I had a lot of people tell me that this stand wouldn't work because of its height, not just because the goats wouldn't get on it, but I wouldn't be able to get in here. I have to say this is the most comfortable milking. I'm able to get my legs all the way up under the stand, so I can just lean in here. I can sit straight back and milk the ones that'll stand closer to me very easily. She's a little nervous, so she's standing up against the railing, which is perfect. And exactly why I put that there, especially when we're going to have 5 new does eventually. The 2 that we'll need to start milking this fall, hopefully. And then the other ones that once we breed them, that will be next year. But prevents them from falling off. So I'm able to get right here so I can sit straight up, my back straight, which is the biggest thing for me. And then if I have a very tricky doe, I can lean over and rest my elbows, and I can still milk this way. And I'm glad we got her on the stand. She has quite a bit of milk. On the right side, she's almost completely full. Goats are interesting as you get into them and you start realizing how unique they are. I have Cricket, who is a left-right milker. So she likes to be milked back and forth simultaneously. That's how she lets down the quickest. And then I have Dottie, who I feel is just a one-side milker. So I have to get one side started and milk, and she lets down very slowly. So then I'll switch to the other side and get that started. And if I go back and forth, she's very comfortable with that. Whereas if I try and go both sides, one after the other, she's not so comfortable with that situation. And another thing, once you get into milking goats, you sort of start learning or seeing the quality of milk. Hers is very watery, and I can feel back here in her udder where it's very full, so she's not letting that creamy hind milk down. So I'm just gonna sit with her. So long as she's happy to eat, I'm gonna sit and massage and just get her used to it. And she's standing straight now, which I'm so excited to see. You quiet? It's all right, you can enjoy it. Excellent. Here, Heidi. Good girl. One of the huge benefits of this stand is now with the rubber, after I'm done with them, I pour the soapy water, take my rag, and I can clean my area. Beautiful. So this is the amount that I ended up with after 3 doughs. They didn't give much of anything, which I'm fine with. We're not going to eat that. I'm not going to even strain it or anything. I'm going to keep that for the doggies because they love it. And we will see what we get next or tomorrow morning. I keep a pack or a big stack of those little washcloths from Walmart. You can get like 10 for $2-3 or whatever. I just keep a stack of them in the kitchen. I use one fresh every day. Throw it in there, run a bleach cycle, run a rinse cycle, dry them, do that, and then I have all of the new ones I need for the next week. I learned that trick, or I put that in the schedule last year and it worked very well.